I was gonna let it keep going, but no. Hey friends, welcome to this week's episode of Just Living with me, your girl Liv, Olivia Elizabeth to be exact, if you want to get my whole government in it. I hope you guys are doing well today. It's a beautiful sunny Thursday. This episode will be being uploaded later on. I don't know if it's the little edible I took or what, but it's just feeling hella happy. Speaking of which, that is my first topic for this week, being deliriously, delusionally happy. And you have every right to be that, friend. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had to hit my vape real quick, cause shoot. Hopefully the audio isn't weird. I clipped the mic on me differently this week, so if it is, apologies in advance or from the future, however you want to see it whenever you're listening to this. From the future, I hope. Some funny spiritual things been going on, but I ain't even tripping, cause God is good. Being delusionally the one that hit your girl tongue. Okay, hold up. Being delusionally happy. I'm so blessed in the way that things do not affect me as they used to. The term water off a duck's back describes me to a T as of these days. Because I don't know, like, oh, he cute. There is a model-esque looking gentleman walking down my street. And the fair's over, so I don't know where he coming from or where he going, but how you doing? Very easily distracted. Lately, things have not been bothering me as they used to. I don't let things penetrate my energy field in the ways that I used to. If I feel any negative energy, if it feels off even a little bit, I just say no to it, you know? I just say fuck it. I am learning to listen to myself, listen to my gut, listen to what feels right. I just got a text. And really just focusing on what makes me happy. When things are undesirable or they don't fit my desired outcome, I just kind of take it on the chin. Like, I used to crumble, literally seep into myself, into a ball of sadness when things that I was working towards or what have you didn't turn out. But it took me a long time to realize that rejection is God's protection, and that what is meant for me will always find me. I don't have to chase any person, place, or thing. It just simply comes to me. I put out good in the world and I get good back. And I truly, truly believe that. There is a TikTok I saw the other day. There's a couple. TikTok, once you get your algorithm together, baby, it's gold. It's blessings. It's beauty. It's lovely. They were saying, to say I love you to every person that you meet. In your head, don't say it to them, because that can make people uncomfortable. But see how much loving energy radiates towards you. How people just gravitate towards you. How good energy surrounds you, and loving energy. And it so far has been working out. And even when it's people that I'm not a huge fan of, like that was a part of it. Like, people that you don't like, people that you're not speaking with, people that you don't know, just say I love you and see the change. And it has been bringing on a great deal of change. That's another topic that I wanted to discuss, survivor's guilt. A lot of the time I steal my own joy by focusing on what I used to be, or the people that I used to know, or things that I used to partake in, and being on the other side, being this happy. Like, I constantly have my brain, my ego self, the older version of me trying to like seep in and like find all of these like terrible outcomes that aren't happening, that aren't existing, that aren't in my flow, and trying to attach to them. And I keep having to remind myself that, babe, that happened. You've had some kind of shitty things happen, but you don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to feel survivor's guilt for having moved past the terrible outcomes of your life. Like, just because the people that were brought up with you or that you knew at some point in your life, friends, family, what have you, haven't had the same outcome from the experiences that they've had, does not take away from yours. It doesn't make yours any less valid. It doesn't make you a bad person because you are choosing to move on into the next phase of your life and not look back. Looking back into the past has done absolutely nothing for me, in a certain extent. Like, I've taken the fact that shadow work is important and that I can look to the past and use it as fuel to propel me forward, and not hyper focusing on the past and using it as like a corrective action type of thing. Like, you don't want to do this again because remember how that turned out for you? Okay, it turned out for me like that then for a reason. It's all in divine timing, babe. Just because something didn't work out before doesn't mean it won't work out in the future, and that's obviously extended to like external things, not people or experiences that hinder my growth. That's something that I've had to work on myself with, is not constantly trying to like force myself to grow or be a better person than I was before. I could just simply be it. Because when I hyper focus on things, or if I'm constantly doing shadow work, it feels like a chore and it takes away from the benefits that it's supposed to have. So if I can give you any advice, I would give you that. Shadow work is very important, not 24/7. Focusing on the past and how you changed, good. Focusing on the past and beating yourself up about it, not good. Okay? All right. What else is on my outline? I keep getting messages and they make me so happy. It's really a blessing to be a benefit in people's lives. That people enjoy having me around and people want to be in my presence. It's really awesome. My affirmations. I was gonna share the list with you guys. I think I will put them into the description. My current list of affirmations that have been helpful for me. I don't recommend you using them exactly as I do. I made them to my own needs, the things that I feel like I need to focus on, and what is important to me. But please, 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 friend, if you don't do nothing, get you some affirmations. And you're welcome to take other people's affirmations and put your own twist on it, a little salt and pepper, add to it, your sazon, your slap your mama seasoning, all that. Little Old Bay, little garlic and herb, salt free. I really love being me. Like, I just make myself laugh with my little corny jokes, and the little silly shit I say to myself it's a beautiful thing. But yes, please say your affirmations, and don't feel obligated to do them every day, all day, or what have you. Like, I have a reminder on my phone, and sometimes I'll just skip past it, and I found myself like beating myself up about that as well. Like, oh, you can't even say your affirmations, like, blah, la, la, la. And for me, being forced or feeling forced to do anything consistently um, in a rigid way isn't helpful for me, in regards to healing properly. Like, of course, I have a set schedule at work. Go there, then that's fine. I actually prefer having a set schedule in that way. But as Peter Sage said, a person's happiness is defined on how much uncertainty they're willing to put up with. I am comfortable with uncertainty more so than ever. And one of the things that I allow to be uncertain is how often I do my affirmations. I say them when I feel I need them, and they are there for me when I need them. There was a reader that I followed on TikTok for a while, and I stopped listening to her because it began to be a bit preachy, and that's not really what I'm going to tarot for. I take it all with a grain of salt because it is not a personal reading. But if you're on live, like, yelling at people like, say your affirmations every day and at this time, and make sure you put it here so you don't forget it, and do it for 90 days, and if you fall off for a day you got to start all over, and it's like, you're making this too rigid. You're making this too, like, unsettling. Like, it's supposed to be a process of recalibrating your brain and resetting your thoughts and reminding yourself that these things are facts about your life that bring you comfort, and that's it. Like, what if you're just having a fantastic day? You're floating about, you're traveling, you're loving, you're eating, you're kissing, you're doing your life. You're not gonna be like, oh, let me pull away from this fantastic moment that I'm present in and comfortable in, and go to the mirror and say a bunch of positive things. Maybe, if that works for you, if that's something that you need to maintain your mental health, then absolutely. But be in the present moment and enjoy life, and it will flow to you. Like, that's part of one of my affirmations. I release resistance and accept the joyous energy of the universe. I'm not trying to be rigid in anything that I do. If anything, that only hinders me. When I was rigid in my workout routine, absolutely. Did I feel better? Yes. When the weight started to come off, was I excited? Absolutely. Were these things great? Yes. Are they still great? Yes. Will I be partaking in them again? Yes. But the rigidity of it was what took away from the fun of it, and the actual enjoyment of being physically active and grounding myself. Part of that was my boss at the time, because the gym that I was going to was attached to my job, was bringing it up in conversation regularly. Hey, you're going to work out today? Maybe, maybe not. That's none of your business. Why are you aren't working out at this gym. You're not working out with me. Like, it just didn't. And I ended up bringing it up to him. Like, I know I asked you to hold me accountable at a particular point. This was in January, all the way in fucking May, April. He's bringing it up, and it's like, okay, I get that. You see I'm consistent. You see I work out regularly. Bringing it up only takes away from the joy of it. Like, I've always kind of had that issue with, like, authority and, like, people bringing up certain things that I plan to do for myself. Like, when I was living with my dad, and if I'm like, oh, these dishes are piling up, I want to make something, and this is getting on my nerves, let me do these dishes. I will literally be there doing the dishes, and then he comes in the room like, oh, yeah, do them dishes. They just piling. Sir, now I don't want to do shit. Now I don't want to touch a dish in this motherfucker, especially because these ain't even my dishes. What the fuck? Don't tell me to do something I'm already doing. Don't tell me to work out when you see I'm working out. Don't do that, because you're blowing it for me. Like, I'm doing this for me, not for you, babe. Like, stop playing. Okay? And I'm pretty sure it was because that boss had a little on me and wanted to see me that booty in motion. But that's neither here nor there. I saw him checking me out. He had jungle fever. Hey. Anyway. we move on to the next topic and get out y'all face because we coming close to 20 minutes. This is it's a little deep. Trigger warning: unaliving yourself. If that is something that you're not comfortable discussing or hearing about, I will not be offended if you click off. But yes, I was doing my gratitudes, which I do every day, at least 3, but often I end up having more. I was thinking about how grateful I am that my suicide attempts did not come to fruition. I had a lot of really low moments in my life. Mostly from like teenage years and early 20s. I didn't know what I wanted or where I was going, and to a certain extent I still don't. But I am in a flow and like a law of attraction. And I speak it to the universe regularly that things, good things, that are healing and helpful for me will present themselves. And so I don't have this sense of urgency to have it all figured out. Like, I'm only 25. Like, I'm literally 5 years into my adulthood. Like, I am a literal child, okay? And I count it from 20 because 18 and 19, let's be real, you're still an infant in the grand scheme of things. So I don't put myself on some rigid timeline to get married and have kids and do this and do that and live the dream, blah. I'm literally just living and enjoying that and being present, and thank God I get the honor of doing that. Every day that I wake up is a blessing. Every breath I take gives me more strength to move forward. Every time I smile, every time I laugh, every time I walk or bike or go somewhere, or look at a tree and feel the wind and the breeze, and I'm so grateful to be here. It was not my time. I haven't fulfilled my true purpose yet. What that is beats the fuck out of me, but I'm enjoying the journey of figuring it out, and I'm really glad. I'm really, really glad my story did not end early. I have so much life that I've lived since those attempts, and thank God for all of it, even the bad times. I forgive everyone for everything, and I'm moving forward with joy and excitement for the future. I know I won't always be living hand to mouth. I know I won't always be confused in my existence. I know that. I know for a fact. The God that I serve, that loves me unconditionally and gives me strength every day to get out of bed, they will not allow that. They will not allow that. I'm their baby. They love me and they want me to be happy. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to breathe, drink my water, meditate, mind my business, and good will continue to flow to me. So, yeah. That's all I got to say for now. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great life. Continue to be blessed. Love on your fellow man. Like I just said, drink your water, meditate, and mind your business. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just living. Bye, y'all.